In today's video I want to show you a lovely beachside property in Rio de Janeiro. The property has 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, a swimming pool, a sauna and beautiful views of the ocean. And the size of this property is 1,180 square meters, which is 12,700 square feet. And the total plot of land is 2,000 square meters, which is 21,000 square feet. And it's located in Armação, Búzios, which is in the state of Rio de Janeiro, and it's about a 3-hour drive from Búzios to the city of Rio de Janeiro. And this area has lots of beautiful beaches, and it's got a mixture of a number of relatively large beaches and also quite a few smaller beaches as well. Now, Armação de Búzios is relatively small. It's got about 40,000 inhabitants, but then relatively close to it is Cabo Frio. So this is a much bigger city, so here you have shopping malls and better infrastructure. And this house is being sold by the real estate agent Upperhaus imoveis, and I'll leave a link to them in the description below. So let's have a look at this property. So this is the front of a property, and you can see it's very open here, no walls or anything, and that's because it's in a gated community. So you've got 24-hour security here, so you don't need large walls or fences or anything. So here to the left is the garage, and you can fit 2 cars in here. And then this path here leads you to the front door, and you can see the front door here. That is one big front door. And this house is being built with a mix of wood and bricks, and I think the design of this property is very nice. And when you enter the property, you come to this central courtyard with a swimming pool in the middle, and then you have a TV room and bedrooms to the left, and living room and kitchen to the right. And then at the end of the courtyard, you've got the beautiful views of the ocean. So I mean, this is very nice. But in some ways, I guess, it does remind me a bit of a hotel, I guess. Okay, so let's start off by having a look at the rooms to the left. So this first room here is the TV room, and it's got very nice wooden ceilings, and you can see here there's a pole here for a projector to be installed on, so you can have this as a cinema room. You can see it's got 2 air conditioning units as well, so all the rooms here have got air conditioning. And then if we keep going, then you've got a bathroom. And you've got some stairs here which lead up to some bedrooms, which we'll go up later. And then you have 2 saunas. So you got this first sauna here. And then you got a shower here. And then another sauna. I'm not sure why you need 2 saunas. Maybe one for men, one for women, I'm not sure. And then at the end here you have 2 bedrooms, which are identical. And they both have ensuite bathrooms, which are nicely done. And the bedrooms are very good size. And then you've got this deck outside with beautiful views of the ocean. And then right next door is the other bedroom, which is identical. So again, a good size. And then further down, an ensuite bathroom. So then let's go upstairs, and up here there are 3 more bedrooms. So up here you've got the master bedroom and also 2 more smaller bedrooms. So let's have a look at these 2 smaller bedrooms first. So this is also a good size. So they put 2 single beds in here, but it's big enough to fit, you know, a queen or a king size bed. And then there's an ensuite bathroom. And next to it is another bedroom, which is also good size, with a nice ensuite bathroom as well. And these bedrooms have got very nice wooden ceilings as well, which I think look very nice. Okay, now let's have a look at the master bedroom. So you've got a little storage area here. And to the right here is the master bedroom. So you've got this little sitting area here first. And to the right here you've got a big balcony with a nice bathtub. So here you can lie in the bathtub and have a look at the ocean if you want to. And then going further into the master bedroom, you've got a walk-in closet. And then here's the master bedroom. And again, very beautiful wooden ceiling with very large windows and great views of the ocean. And then walking back here to the left, you have the master bathroom. And that also has a door that leads out to the balcony. Okay, so now let's head downstairs and go to the other side of the property. So one thing with the property is the hallway has no walls, so it's open to the elements. I mean, you have a roof above you, but it is all open. So I mean, some will love that, some may not find that too practical. And this area has lots of mosquitoes and other bugs. So in the evenings, walking between rooms, maybe you get attacked by mosquitoes and bugs. So I just have that question mark about this property. How practical is it to live here? So you can see a swimming pool again, and it's very large. You can see it stretches all the way to the other side there. And now on the other side of the property, so here you've got a big utility room or laundry room. And then another bathroom with a very nice stone sink. And then here's the outside barbecue area. And then on the other side is the kitchen. So the kitchen's an okay size. I guess for a property of this size, I expected the kitchen to be a bit bigger. But I do like the fact that it's got this window here, so it's kind of connected to the barbecue area. So that's very practical. And then here's the dining room and the living room, which is all open plan and very big. So I mean, I think this room is very nice. And the ceilings are very high. And then you've got a fireplace at the far end there. And lots of big windows around the whole room. And then there's some patio doors here to the left, which lead out to a decking area with more seating. Some cool lights hanging above the dining table. But so this is a really big space. And I really like the rustic style of it. I think it looks very nice. And they say this property is portera fechada, which means that all the furniture you see here comes with the property. So the sofas and the dining table and the coffee table and everything in here come with the property. And if you leave the room here through the patio doors, so here you've got a nice deck next to the swimming pool with more seating. And here you can see the size of the swimming pool. So the swimming pool stretches all the way out to here. And you've got the master bedroom balcony above it. And you have a nice lawn here. And then to the left here you have a small patio. And underneath here you have a garage where you can store jet skis or a small boat. But just have a look at this view here. That's very nice. And then to the right here in this kind of tree trunk, you've got an outside shower. So when you come back from the beach, you can take a little shower here. It's got a nice little garden here. And then down these stairs here is how you access the beach. So you just open this gate here and you're directly out onto the beach. Now this isn't a private beach. I mean, you don't have private beaches in Brazil. All beaches are public, but it's very nice. So it can get very busy in summer times. But just have a look at this view here. That's very nice. And it's good that the house is elevated a bit above the beach. I mean, the question is whether it's sufficiently elevated to stop it being flooded in the future if sea levels rise. So I mean, that's definitely something you'd need to consider if you're planning to buy this property. Okay, so that's the property. And you probably want to know the price of this property. Well, it's 20.5 million reais, which is $3.7 million. Now that's a lot of money for a property, but this is a beachfront property in the state of Rio de Janeiro. And those properties don't come cheap. I mean, I think this property is very beautiful. I like the rustic style, I like the open plan, obviously the location. My only question would be how practical it is to actually live in this property. Because you have the central courtyard, which is open to the elements, there's no roof above it. Then you have the walkway or the hallway around it with no walls. So again, you're kind of partially open to the elements there. And this area has lots of mosquitoes and other bugs. So in the evenings, walking between rooms, maybe you get attacked by mosquitoes and bugs. So I just have that question mark about this property. How practical is it to live here? Okay, so I hope you like this video. Please leave a like, subscribe. If you've got any questions or anything, leave in the commentary below. So thanks for watching. Until next time.